Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into your January 2024 predictions. And as usual, we have 3 groups. And we'll just go over the general themes of your month. We're not going to do any sections. And I have my buttons here, what to call them, to go with your reading. So if you'd like to see more from me, don't forget to like, comment to tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me and to support my channel. Alright, so I haven't recorded in over a month. I thought it was just like 2-3 weeks, but no, it's been a whole month. December was just a really difficult month for me, and I was ill. I had a cold, and then all I had left over was a cough, and then I caught another cold, so it just, December kept going on and on, basically. So yeah, it was a difficult month for me. Also, I pre-shuffled your cards yesterday, as well as wrote down your messages yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see if I could get back into the energies, or how I can get back into the energies of this reading. I haven't done that before in the whole 2-3 years of this channel. Maybe that could be a collective message for January, is to do things that you have never done before, or do things slightly differently to see how it will turn out. Because if you keep doing things over and over and over, you just keep getting the same results, and it's like it'll get a bit mundane in January. So if you switch things up a little bit or a lot, then you'll be seeing things from a fresh perspective, and things will just feel like there's a different kind of flavor to it. You know, you're cooking the same old recipes, using the same ingredients, using the same spices, but then maybe you choose to omit a certain spice, or to add a certain spice, or to add a different flavor into the ingredients, and then it's like you'll see your meal from a different perspective. It's like giving you a different feeling, and that's what you need for January collective. A different feeling, different flavors, different perspectives. That is what we all need. All right, so before we get into the group selection, I'm going to take some buttons from here. Every time I say the word, I'm like, are they even buttons? Are they something else? I don't know what to call them, but I will take one for each group, and then we'll go into the group selection. So let's choose one. Group 1. What is this? It's not coming out. We have an anchor for group 1. We have, what's this? A woman on the beach. So it's all looking like it's watery energy for your month, group 1. Watery energy for your month, every collective. I can't speak. I haven't recorded in a month, and I feel very burnt out from work. So it's a lot to get my head around, all this talking and all of this channeling for your groups. So let's get into it. So we have the snowman. Wow, very watery month for you. It's funny because in, when was it, December predictions, because I used these buttons as well, it was all going slow. Well, in this theme we have watery energy, the anchor, the woman on the beach, and the snowman. So it's all about going with the flow, enjoying the depths of yourself, and not ignoring the emotions. Because as I was saying before with the ingredients for the collective message, we need to switch things up, and the water is constantly switching up. It's constantly different. The waves are different. The color is different. The depth is different. So we need to do things differently in January. Wow. Okay. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, continue watching until the end, as a message may pop up. If not, choose a different group. deep breaths in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. To choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your January 2024 predictions, and as usual I wrote down some messages for your group, and I'll read those before I get into your cards. But before then, I want to talk about the anchor of your reading. The anchor is flung off of a boat to anchor itself onto the water, to keep still on the water, so you don't go off or sink. It's just you stay where you are on the waters, on a boat. So it's something about being carried with your emotions, not feeling like you are alone in your emotional world, because maybe you have certain friends in January, or you have counselor, you have your support system around you. The boat is supporting you from sinking, from going off into the sunset, from going backwards. No, it's like you're staying still because you have support, and you're able to handle your big emotions. Maybe you'll be having big emotions in January, but you're not going to get lost in those big emotions because you have a handle over it. And also, this could be to do with your thoughts as well, because you can easily get lost in the world of your head. We can think so many thoughts, but if we don't have an anchor to ground ourselves, then we could just get lost with the fairies. So if you're thinking, or even spiraling with your thoughts, maybe one thought can be your anchor, like a thought of, oh, this won't last forever, we'll be fine, or oh, my son needs me, oh, my daughter needs me, and that could be your anchor. Or your family needs you, that could be your anchor. Or, oh, I'm going on holiday tomorrow, that could be your anchor because you're looking forward to your holiday. So what is your anchor in January, group 1? So let's go to your written messages. So if you don't resonate with these messages, continue watching with your cards. So group 1, you may feel lost for words. Also, you may feel like you're trying to grasp at something, for example, an opportunity or an appointment, but for some reason it doesn't work out. Frustration may pop up from time to time, but it's okay. Delays and knockbacks are here this month because you're not meant to do too much. Instead, ask your body what it needs and let your body lead the way. Wow, that was difficult to read. I couldn't read my writing. So listen to your intuition, listen to your emotions, listen to your body, because that will lead you your way. That your body could be your anchor. Your body is all you need in January. Instead of chasing after appointments, instead of chasing after opportunity, instead of chasing after people, it's about recognizing that, hold on, if I'm chasing, that means that it's not for me at this time. So let me just focus on myself, and then maybe they can come to me when they are ready. Because, okay, I feel like I'm going to go off on one now. So think about it. If you are chasing after a man because you have feelings for them, and they seem to just be running away from you each time you are around them, trying to get to them, or they keep evading you, maybe it's not the right time, or maybe they aren't for you. So it's about taking a step back and seeing how the situation plays out. Are they going to approach you? Are they not going to contact you? Are they going to be in and out with their communication? It's all about stepping back and seeing or observing how people are with you, how a situation plays out, how this happens, how that happens. Because how are you supposed to see how things unfold naturally when you're constantly this, let's do this, that, the other, We need to anchor ourselves and stay put It's like, don't let your thoughts get the better of you. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. It's all about being in alignment and being good where you are, for yourself, for you, your family, your kids, whoever. And then you can lift the anchor up in February and see what state your world is in then, and then go from there. Is that man still in your life? No, move on. Is that man still in your life? Yes, move on with him. Is this is this opportunity still here? Yes, go with that opportunity. Is that opportunity still here in February? No, there'll be more opportunities come February, March, April, May. So if something isn't in your life by the end of January, it wasn't for you. If something is still in your life in January, carry it forward into February, March, April, May. January is giving survival of the fittest. You know, if something survives and thrives in January, then great. If it doesn't bite, you know, we're not overextending our energy. We're not overextending ourselves to please others, to chase after people and opportunities. We are just going to be happy where we are, stay still, stay put, maybe go on a vacation, a holiday, maybe take ourselves to a spa, maybe just stay at home a lot, maybe this, maybe that. But whatever it looks like to you, just, it's all about staying put and seeing how things survive and thrive, seeing who will survive January with you. Wow, okay, so let's go over to your tarot decks. I will read into your, okay, the word is charms. Charms last. Okay, so let's go into your tarot cards. Wait, why? Wow, that's very interesting. Wow. So I just split the deck and it just happened to go to the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is upright and then all the other cards are reversed. What are the chances of that, group one? You know, it's like the Ten of Wands in reverse is saying to drop all the dead weight that isn't necessary for your growth, isn't necessary for your energy, isn't right for you as a whole, and let the things in that are meant to be in your life, which is going back to the anchor, which is like survival of the fittest. If something slips through your fingers in January, don't try to pick it back up. If things flow into your life, it's flowing in. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm not gonna let it go. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what's going on in January for group one? What messages do we have? I feel like one more needs to happen. Let's do that one more time. Or specifically 3 more times, the number 3. The number 3 is all about collaboration. So you'll have the right people around you. So if they don't make it into February, then they aren't for you. It's survival of the fittest, remember. We need to have the right people around us. The Queen of Swords. And then we have the Empress. Yes, look after number 1. Look after yourself. Temperance. Oh, beautiful. I love this energy. The Two of Pentacles. And the Hermit card. Yes, keep to yourself. The Queen of Chalices. Amazing. And the Fool at the bottom of the Queen of Chalices. Let me just fix this. I'll be right back. I'm just hearing the words take it easy. Take it easy on yourself in January. If you need to be alone, be alone. If you need to manage your schedule, manage your schedule. If you need to be honest, speak the truth and set your boundaries, do that. If you need to rest, relax, just be with yourself, do that. it's a healing month with the Temperance. Take it easy, take it slow, no need to rush. The Queen of Chalices, two very watery cards with the Temperance and the Queen of Chalices, and then we have the Anchor. To anchor yourself is to heal. Because if we're going everywhere all at once, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to make sure this person is in my life, I need to make sure this opportunity is there, we're spreading ourselves too thin. And what happens when we spread ourselves too thin? We tend to overthink, and then overthinking leads to burnout, and then burnout leads to overthinking again, because I'm burnt out right now. So it's like the more burnt out I am, it's the more that there are random thoughts in my head. It's like my thoughts are just running and running and running, and I'm not really thinking about anything in particular. It's just my mind just is racing for some sort of reason. And the more you are burnt out and your thoughts are racing, it's the more that you'll need rest and to recuperate and to heal, to get back on it. So it's about being boundaried with yourself. You need to tell yourself no, and mean that word no. So if there's an event happening and you're too tired to go and you're forcing yourself to go, it's all about recognizing that facts that you are pushing yourself. I mean, like, hold on. Am I pushing myself to go to this event? Let me just take all of this makeup off that I put on, take off all my clothes, my fancy clothes that I'm wearing. Let me take off these heels. Let me put on my house clothes, sit on the sofa and binge watch Netflix instead. Do you hear that tapping outside? It's like that tap, 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 tap. It's like listening to those internal tappings when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel like, oh, I'm overextending myself right now. It's like listening to those little inklings that you're uncomfortable. The Empress doesn't want to be uncomfortable. The Empress wants to feel comfort all times. Even if that means when I'm going out, do I feel like I really want to go out? Do I feel amazing in this dress, in all this makeup? If you don't go. If you do, then go, by all means, go. You know? When you feel like you need to be alone, be alone. It's all about balance with the Two of Pentacles. Balancing your alone time with meeting other people. Balancing your alone time with running your errands. Yeah, the Pentacles and the Temperance card are all about balance. Balance everything out in your life. Balance your finances with your work. Your social life with work. It's all about balance in all areas. We can't just go all hard all at one thing and think that everything will be hunky-dory. It doesn't work like that. Take your time in January, Group 1. Take all the time you need out by yourself. Time out by yourself. Go to fancy restaurants. You know what I'm getting as well? It's all about these tasteful experiences. These pleasing your energy, pleasing yourself. Please yourself. Go to a fancy restaurant that you love and dress up and take in the scenery, eat glorious foods and drink beautiful wines, and then go and see a movie and then go home and chill. You know, it's all about the balance. You know, I feel like those messages went off a little bit, but that's what I'm seeing. We have Death. We have the Five of Cups. I feel like one more wants to come out. What other messages do we have? We have the Queen of Wands. Wow. It's interesting that we don't have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands, Swords and Chalices. But that doesn't matter actually, because we have the Empress who embodies all of the queens. So even if you feel like, oh, I don't feel comfortable in my area, in my space, just remember You are the Empress, and you can feel comfortable just about anywhere as long as it matches your energy. The Queen of Wands wants to be in places that matches her energy and not drains her energy. So be in places that matches your energy. And it's important to feel your feelings exactly with the Anchor card here. Be careful not to dwell too much on your emotions, on the things that you wish you had done. Yes, you can feel your feelings, but don't let that overwhelm you in January. I just said don't let it overwhelm you. People just throw around that word. Don't let it get to you. Think positively. Oh, you don't need to feel that feeling. It's fine. Forget about the past. It's all about the future. But if we don't feel our feelings, then we're just going to store them somewhere in our body. And that's going to hurt us in the long run. It's going to make us ill. It's going to give us stomach aches. It's going to give us headaches because it's just stored there and we haven't worked through them. We have the Hermit along with the Five of Cups. The Hermit is asking you to explore yourself. Oh, I feel sad today. What is making me feel sad? I feel sad because blah, 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 blah. So what are we going to do? Are we going to run away from this sadness? Are we not going to explore it anymore and just live our lives as if it didn't happen? Or are we going to sit with the feeling of sadness, sit with it, and it will disappear when it disappears? Because if we feel sadness, oh, don't feel sadness, it's fine. Feel happy instead. Think positively. Don't gaslight yourself in January. You feel what you feel. You think what you think. I'm burnt out, so I'm just going to rest. I'm overworked myself, so I'm just going to put things down with the Ten of Wands in reverse. It's all about shifting your perspective with the Death card. We're not going to gaslight ourselves into feeling something else than what we actually feel. When we feel all of our feelings, that means we become a whole person because we aren't running away from ourselves. We are living the true human experience of thinking, of feeling, working through those thoughts and feelings and becoming a different version of ourselves, up-leveling ourselves because we aren't afraid of these big thoughts and feelings. The old self, your old self is dying and the new you is coming through. So in January, it's true what they say, new year, new me. That is you in January, new year, new me. Do things differently with the collective message I said at the beginning. It's all about, we've been making this meal for so many years. My previous generation made this meal. But if I just change an ingredient, what will that be like? What will that taste like? And then you change that ingredient or you add another ingredient and then all of a sudden it livens up the dish. It's no longer the same old thing that your previous generation has been eating. It's something that is totally different, and maybe you can add that for the next generation so that they can eat that in as well. It's all about switching things up slightly and sitting with things, not letting things go unnoticed within you and working through it and being okay by the end of January. More than okay, because we have the Queen of Wands. Being so into yourself, so with your energy, no one will be able to recognize you. Maybe you won't be able to recognize yourself come February. Your energy will hit a little different, So you're going through an energetic upgrade, I feel. An energetic upgrade. Don't ignore yourself, group 1. All right, so let's go over to your next card. So we have servant, light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Yes, you are freeing up space somehow in January. Also with the 10 of Wands in reverse, this is all about dropping the dead weight. You don't need that anymore. So if something leaves your life, let it go with a free and loving heart. If it stays in your life, nurture it with a free and loving heart. Because you're going through upgrades in January. This person is going up the stairs, walking up the stairs with a bowl in her hand. And it's like she wants to feed the world goodness, nothing but goodness. You know, and freeing herself as well. She looks kind of free because she loves what she does, serving others. And there's freedom in doing something that you love with a free and loving heart. By the end of January, you'll be seeing what you are meant to do in this life, or what you are meant to be doing in this life. What will make you happy and what will make you feel freedom, because you love doing what you're doing. Wow. Maybe this is like at work where you get a promotion at work, or this could be you are getting a promotion energetically. So in January or December you were this way, but in February you were something completely different. As Oliver Queen says in Arrow, you are something else, you are someone else. And then we have Seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Yeah, you're going on a trip on a little rocking ship, going through the sky, little Einstein. You are moving forward. Something is propelling you forward. You're learning a lot about yourself in January. And it's thirsty work as well. I'm getting like, drink more water. There's a lack of water in this picture. It's just the heat, the blazing sun, sand, dunes, whatever it is. There's no water in this picture. Drink more water. What is your diet like? What does your diet look like? Eat more whole foods. Eat good foods that will fill you up and will make you feel good afterwards. If something feels like a trek, if someone feels like a trek in your life, are they really for you? Are they thirsting you in life? Are they making things harder for you? Are they making things easier for you? Because we need to live an easy life in January. Not this, this person is dragging me down, but I'll just keep them in my life anyway. It's fine. So gaslighting yourself into believing that this person is worth your time and energy. Gaslighting yourself to think that, oh, this emotion is going to go soon. Think positively. Okay, I'll think positively then. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, group 1. You can't just think positively because you've told yourself randomly 1 second to think positively and to ignore the sadness. Don't do that to yourself. I'm getting like, oh, so you're in a bad situation, you're staying, and then I hear the words, don't do it to myself. I'm not going to do that to myself. What are you not willing to do to yourself in January? Ooh. And then we have, Sage. And then we have eccentric. We're going on a trip on a little rocking ship, going through the sky, little Einstein. I don't know why that song keeps popping up. We're going on a trip on a little rocking ship, going through the sky, little Einstein. Trip. It's gonna feel like you're going on a trip in January. A trip down memory lane, or a trip through your subconscious, a trip learning about yourself, a trip getting rid of certain individuals out of your life. It's an adventurous time for you. You're seeing it as as a adventure, like exploring and observing your relationship with yourself, this, that, the other, your emotions, your people, whatever it is. And also, you're asking yourself, what can I learn from this situation? What can I learn from this person? You're looking at everything as a learning curve, a learning experience. What can I do better next time? How can I serve myself well in the future? You know, everything is to be learned from. And it's okay if you regret something, it's okay if you feel sad about something. Take that as a lesson. Everything is a lesson in January. And what are you going to do once you've learnt your lesson? Are you going to keep making the same old mistakes? Are you going to keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Or are you going to learn from what has happened, what you have thought, what you have felt, and do better next time? Woo! And that is a word. Okay, so let's go over to your last cards, and then we'll go over to your charms. We have Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that something or someone is against you. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Yeah, something is just with you and it's creating this Five of Cups moment. The answer is to feel it through, to think it through, to observe things. Horseshoe, good luck. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I feel like some people don't take you seriously or won't take you seriously in January. I'm getting this, oh, I can do this, that, the other to Emily, and she won't do anything. She won't say anything. But it's all about surprising certain individuals with how you handle them. Don't gaslight yourself into thinking, oh, it's fine, they can treat me however they want. It's giving this immature, this naive energy. I don't know where this naivety is coming from, but yeah, this naive energy that you shouldn't say anything because you're used to it. But it's forming a wedge with you, and it's like, I'm not taking any more BS with the Queen of Swords. You're either with me or you're against me. You're either my friend or my enemy. You're either this or you're that. Which one is it gonna be? And then make decisions from there. Because you are going through an upgrade. You are upgrading in January. And the people who don't align with that upgrade, what are you going to do about it? Because some people are there as energy vampires. Some people are in your life to test you. Some people are in your life to learn lessons from. And you can choose how you categorize them in your life, if that makes sense. So I don't know why I'm seeing categories. I'm seeing films, and then within that film category, there's the Avengers, there's Spider-Man, there's Shawshank Redemption, and with music, there's genres of music. There's reggae, there's pop, there's K-pop, there's all of these different genres. So it's like you're categorizing certain people, certain things in your life, and you're breaking it down further, and then what happens after that, I don't know, because we haven't written the rest of our stories just yet. It's important that you are open-minded. Not everything is meant to have a conclusion just yet. So where is this friendship going? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's keep it open. But if I keep it open, then maybe I won't hold expectations for how this relationship should go, this friendship should go. But I do have values, certain values that I should see in other people. And if they don't live up to your values or whatever, what are you going to do with it? I don't know why I keep getting those examples, but I hope these messages made sense. I feel like I went off a little bit, and I'll just see how it sounds when I'm editing, but that is what I'm seeing for you, group 1. Wow, I love this energy for you, this either or energy. You're either with me or against me. You're either my friend or my enemy. You're either this or you're that. And I love that you're upgrading yourself and you're listening to yourself in January. Don't forget to drink your water and to eat healthier foods and to listen to your feelings. Oh, wow. And then let's go over to your charms. I almost forgot. So let's look at your charms. What can we get for you? We have, a basketball, and then we have, no entry sign with Hello Kitty on top, and then we have an apple. If you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be by my apple tree. Erykah Badu. Should we get one more? Let's get one more. And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be down. We have bucket with sand. Oh, giving that beach energy again. I think it's a saying in basketball that you can block a pass, right? What are you rejecting? What passes are you rejecting in your life in January? Because we can't allow everything to bounce into our lives, to keep playing out in our lives, to keep bypassing our boundaries. If we didn't have this no entry sign, it would just be a basketball and things will just keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. The game will still be played. So who's playing games in your life? What feels like a game in your life? And you are passing it off like, oh, this is normal. This is how it's always been. Stop gaslighting yourself. No more gaslighting. And have a no entry sign up in January. No, you can't play here. No, you can't keep bouncing your ball here. No, 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 no. It's like the ball wants to come through, but no, we're blocked, I can't get through. But then if we didn't have it, we're still traveling. Oh, I can still play you. I can still be in your life. Oh. Not anymore. Not anymore. And again, if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to be from my apple tree. And this is all about getting Snow White, obviously, with an apple, with a poison apple. Whose energy in your life is slowly poisoning you? Who is gaslighting you? Who's making you believe that what they are giving you is good, but it's not really? Interesting. What keeps playing out in your life? And also this could be to eat healthy as well. Eat healthily. And also, some people are good and some people have a huge stop sign over their heads. You know? Yeah, oh God. So the apple tree is your friends, or are your friends. So who, when you're around them, who makes you feel intuitively that this doesn't feel good, this person doesn't feel good to me? It's all about listening to your body. Oh yeah, I wrote that down actually. Instead, ask your body what it needs and let your body lead the way. How do you feel? What signals does your body give out when you're around certain people? Do you feel light, relaxed, and open-hearted? Or do you feel indigestion? Do you feel like you feel cringe when you're around them? What is it do you feel? And what is temporary? Because when you build sandcastles, they get washed away. Oh, we built sandcastles that washed away. Take down your scars. That song by Beyonce, Sandcastles. Like, some things are meant to be temporary in January. What is temporary in your life? And what is permanent in your life? That's what you're working out in January. To form a new year, new you. Okay, girl, I see you. All right, I see you, group one. All right. I'm loving those messages for you, group one. And this is a very long read, and I wasn't expecting this reading to go on and on and on, but I love the messages that came through, as I said before. So that is what I'm seeing for you, group one. I'll just reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group one, you may feel lost for words. Also, you may feel like you're trying to grasp at something, e.g. an opportunity or an appointment, but for some reason it doesn't work out. Frustration may pop up from time to time, but it's okay. Delays and knockbacks are here this month because you're not meant to do too much. Instead, ask your body what it needs and let your body lead the way. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group one. I hope you can take what I mentioned in your reading and incorporate it into your life in January. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye! Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your January 2024 predictions. And as usual, I wrote down some messages, but first, Happy New Year! I hope your January is going nicely, but let's get a deeper in-depth look into your January. So before we get into your reading, I'll read these messages. If you don't resonate with these messages, then continue watching with your cards. So group 2, go outside where it's green, close your eyes and breathe slowly. Listen to the noises around you. Breathe in the different scents. How do you feel? Oh, because I remember when I was writing your messages yesterday, I had my eyes closed and it just looked like I was in maybe a forest or something like that. There was lots of grass, trees and all that, and it's like the camera was panning around me. I was breathing so slowly, in, out, and I can still see it now. I was taking in the different smells, listening to the birds, the trees bustling, and I was feeling the wind on my skin. And maybe that's what you need to do in January. It's all about taking in the moment as well. Because when you're doing that, you're taking in everything around you, the smells, the feelings, the senses that you sense, and the feeling of the wind. So take everything in January, but make sure, absorb everything, but make sure it doesn't sink into your energy. Because what you don't want to happen is you're in an environment that's toxic for you and you are absorbing all of that energy and it sticks with you for like 2-3 days and you don't know how to get rid of the energy within you. So I feel like it's saying from this image, it's like, learn how to have boundaries with energy. Because even if it's good energy or bad energy, we don't want all different energies to sink into our energy, so then we don't know where our energy begins and that extra energy ends. You know, so I think boundaries are a good thing in January. Okay, amazing. And then we have this person on the beach. This person is, oh, look, we have soul written on the hat. Oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, well, that's cool. What is good for your soul in January? Is it a break? Is it, as I said before, you being outside and breathing in the energies? What is going to be good for you, your energy, for your relaxation? It's a good time to relax in January. Maybe this is a collective message because December is a hectic time with Christmas and the lead up to Christmas. So just take time for you. Enjoy your energy, enjoy your surroundings, take a little holiday, go to the beach, wear beautiful clothing, wear a bikini, take care of your body, go to the gym, eat healthy foods so you can look good, feel good, your energy's good, everything's good, you know. So let's go over to your tarot cards. So let me just take a little time to shuffle to get the energy. What should group 2 expect in January? What are the energies? What messages are for group 2? Oh my gosh. What should group 2 expect in January 2024? What are the energies? I think, yeah, okay. The Knave of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. What are your boundaries? Wow, this is exactly what I was just talking about. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What isn't working? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. Let me just fix these cards and I'll be right back. Oh gosh, group 2. I just recorded this whole reading. I thought it was recording and I looked at my phone. It wasn't recording. Because I remember that I paused it to change the cards, to fix the cards. But then I must have not pressed record and I feel like I was panicking. I felt like I was panicking. So now I have to go through the whole reading again. But I'm not going to put the cards away or anything. I'm just going to do a quick overview. Yo, there were so many messages there and I came up with many journaling prompts and then I saw that I wasn't recording. I almost cried. Why were the messages not delivered? Why was it not recording? Maybe that's a message within itself. But I'll get to that message in a minute because I feel like I can't think straight now. But so I'm just gonna go into it and then, okay. Wow. Let's just pick up all these cards. I feel like I could cry. But anyway, let's go. Alright, so I'm just gonna read into it quickly. So what isn't working? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, group 2. I feel so bad. What's causing frustration? Because I feel all the feelings now. With this Nine of Wands, this person will feel all the feelings. This energy will feel it all because they're not going where they want to go. They're not moving. They're not traveling. They're not being their authentic self. They aren't being adventurous and spontaneous, which wasn't in the message that I just delivered when it wasn't recording. What is frustrating you? What's annoying you? What's causing you to act out of yourself? What situation are you going over again and again and again, expecting different results and being naive that things will work out with this card here, with the Innocent card? Don't be naive. And it's funny that we have the Queen of Pentacles in this reading because in group 1 we had the Queen of Swords, Wands and Cups, but we didn't have the Queen of Pentacles, and now it turns up here. And and we also had the Empress as well. I'm sorry, group 2, I can't think straight. Like, I feel like I've overstretched myself because we had all of those good messages only for them not to be delivered. So what goodness are you blocking because something isn't working yet you choose to stay and burden yourself with it, you know? So that's the main message. And I also said that group 1 may be for you, and I don't feel like saying watch it if you feel like you resonate with it, because there's so many overlapping messages for group 1. The messages are slightly different, but they are the same. So go ahead and watch group 1. Are you stuck in a situation because you feel like it's meant for you? Because you see a future, there's that expectation that things will last, but maybe they aren't meant to last. So what blessings are you blocking because you feel like this is meant for you? If you turn around and see something behind you, something else that intrigues you, maybe that's meant for you. You know, some soul searching is needed in January, because you are up leveling. You can up level if you take the time to do that self-reflection, if you take the time to see what isn't working and fix it differently from what you're used to, because you don't want to do the same thing over and over again. We can't do that anymore. We need to do things differently. Oh my gosh, group 2. And then we have Throne and Voyage. You need a holiday or go on a cruise, or this could be an internal venture where you're exploring yourself, but you need to be, maybe it is a holiday and you need to be around different cultures, different languages, different dialects, so you can learn from there. Because when you go on a holiday, it's like your perspective can be broadened and you aren't the same as when you left. You won't be the same as how you left that situation. So maybe that you can see things from a different perspective, because the answers were already with you. You just couldn't see it because you were trapped in a cycle. Okay, and then let's go over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so September is Virgo and Libra season. So Virgo is all about cleaning things up, making things good for you, and Libra is all about seeing two sides of the coin. It's either this or that. You're either with me or against me. You're either my friend or my enemy. You're either this or that. It's this way or that way, you know. So that was a message from group 1, so watch group 1. I implore you to watch group 1. And also loads of songs were channeled, like Telescope, yeah, I can see the ending, I can see the ending now. That's Telescope by Cheryl Cole. I can't talk straight, group 2 now. I'm sorry. I feel all disheveled and all over the place. So maybe things are feeling disheveled and all over the place for you. And it's like you need to see an ending. There needs to be an ending in sight. And also with Telescope, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years time? And that could be a journaling prompt. Where do you see yourself in 5 years time, 10 years time? What are your goals? What are your intentions? You know? And also, if you're with me, we can mend this relationship. If you are against me, we can cut ties with each other with the axe, never to be seen again. You know. And then with this with these it's like someone's trying to play a game with you and you're like no, and that takes me back to Jurassic Park. Have you ever watched Jurassic Park? I feel like these messages are coming out monotonous, like there's no care in it at all. Well, I do care, don't get me wrong, but with the no care, it comes with the feeling flustered and feeling like, really, did that really happen? So it's like, maybe you're feeling flustered and you can't believe that things are happening the same way it always does, because you don't have that, no, you can't pass here. And that takes me back to Jurassic Park. Have you watched Jurassic Park? Where scientists are trying to get into the computer, but another scientist was working against them, and they're trying to stop a bomb or something, and they were trying to put the password in, and they put the password in too many times, which locked them out, and then which came that image of you can't pass. So it's like you're blocking something in 2020, in January, sorry, because you took that holiday and you have gained a different perspective. So now you can't pass, you can't play here anymore. You're putting a stop to certain things, and you need to heal from this situation and create better boundaries for yourself. Okay, so that was the gist of that reading. I feel like I can't go on anymore, and that may be for you as well. You can't go on with this situation the way it is. Like, I feel disheartened now, and like, oh, I wish you could have heard all of those good messages that came through, and I feel really upset, and like I can I can cry at any moment. Oh, I'm so sorry, group 2 again, but this is where we are right now. So, and we can't change it. I can't get back those messages. I can do my best to say what I said in the previous reading, but it can't be the same as it was. So things can't be the same as it used to be. We need to do things a little different. We need to claim new messages. We need to start from a clean slate and maybe incorporate the old in some ways, but it can never be the old ways. So maybe that big pause in the reading was a good thing, and maybe I should stop feeling bad and stop saying sorry, stop apologizing for the messages that were lost, because maybe those messages weren't meant to be heard, even though they were really, really good messages. I tried my best to retrieve those messages. I really tried, group 2, but it didn't work. I was just gonna apologize, but we shouldn't apologize in January. We shouldn't make apologizing a thing in January because we're doing what we're doing. I'm being myself, and I shouldn't apologize for that. And that message needed to come through. If this was in the previous recording, then that message wouldn't have come through. We wouldn't have heard that. If we keep apologizing for being ourselves, if we keep apologizing for the decisions we make, then how can we be confident in what we are doing? Because you may be seen as a child, as someone who isn't confident, as someone who's a bit naive, as someone who isn't competent to do this job, as someone who will drop their boundaries whenever, for this person to come back in, for this job to keep coming back, you know. We must say things with confidence, say what we mean and mean what we say. Ooh, and just like that, I feel more confident within myself, because I was just like, why did this happen? Why I feel like crying? But I don't feel like that anymore, because I feel like you've gotten what you needed from this reading anyway, despite the block. Go and watch group 1, group 2, you know. Go and watch it, because I feel like you will benefit from that reading. Use that reading to make up for this reading. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. I'll just reread these messages and that'll be the end of your reading. So group 2, go outside where it's green, close your eyes and breathe clearly, or breathe slowly. Listen to the noises around you. Breathe in the different scents. How do you feel now? Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye! Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So these are your January 2024 predictions, and as usual I wrote down some messages for your group before I started shuffling, so I'll read that. And first I'll just like to say that group 2's reading was very interesting, because I paused the recording but then I didn't press record again, so a big chunk of that reading was just missing, so I had to re-record it. So I didn't take a break after that, and I'm hoping that with your reading the energy can pick back up again. Okay, so maybe I sound a bit upset or like my energy is low because of the disappointment that I felt, and I felt like crying, but I'm here now. So I just thought I'd say anyway, because maybe you're thinking, oh, what's wrong with Emily? What's wrong with her? But I'm all good. But the redirection was a good thing for their reading, so I should be happy, right? So maybe that is a message for you then, with the I should be happy, right? You either are happy or you're not happy with something in January. And if you're not happy with it, maybe you're saying to yourself, I should be happy, but I'm not happy. If you feel like you should be happy, why ask yourself, why am I not happy with this? What's causing me to feel a certain type of way about this thing? Why is it not sitting with me? What's going on? So self-reflection is needed on your part. Okay, so I'll just read these messages, and if these messages don't resonate with you, continue watching with your cards. So group 3, you have an itch that needs to be scratched, a muscle that needs to be stretched, a feeling that needs to be felt. Give in to your desires, within reason of course. Maybe you have tendencies to go from 0 to 100 quickly. Lean into your needs, but moderately, smoothly, and see how things build up. For some reason, I feel that you're trying to seduce. Again, take it slow. Jumping in will ruin the build-up. Feel the different sensations, close your eyes, and immerse yourself. Because while I was writing this, I felt this intimate feeling and this, like, touch my body kind of vibe. And when you touch your body, make sure you touch it slowly because you want to feel every sensation. So with everything you do, take it slowly in January. Feel the vibe, feel the energy. Listen to every note in that song. Listen to every word someone say. When you're eating food, taking all the flavors, because that's important for you in January. Beautiful. I'm getting like the Empress vibes with this reading, with that energy. So let's go into your cards. So what messages do we have for group 3 for the January 2024 predictions? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. I feel like you just need to breathe, group 3. Give yourself a little breather. Where are things stored in your body? Is there any anger, any resentments, any frustrations in your body? How can you release them? It's like, I feel like I just need to stretch and like let the energy flow through me. Like, there's a need to be flexible in January. Oh, I just feel very pent up. I need to breathe. Wow. Hopefully that's your energy and not the energy I was feeling from group 2. But just let me know anyway in the comment section what you thought of that little section there. I feel like my legs need stretching, like going to the gym, because when was it, November or December? Yeah, I think it was November. I used to go to the gym and I used to stretch before I did anything. And yeah, we got the 5 of Swords, overstretching yourself. Wow. Interesting, I was talking about stretching and then that came out. So yeah, I went to the gym in November, and before the workout I would stretch because my body needed that stretch. And I was doing different poses as well, the different poses that I usually don't do. So I feel like you just need to stretch your body, work on your flexibility, because a flexible body is a pent up body, pent up muscles. An inflexible mind is a burnt out mind. A flexible mind is a mind that can work through different concepts and can be flexible to different thoughts. What other messages do we have for group 3? Strength. 3. No. And then we have the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, with the Knave of Pentacles and then the 3 of Pentacles. Wow, so many pentacles for your reading. So let's go. I'm not going to pause this reading again because I have a fear that I'm not going to press play. Okay. So what are you fearing in January? I don't know if I'm projecting my feelings onto you or if this is your actual energy. So maybe projection is a good thing for you, a good word for you in January, because we have the 5 of Swords here. We can tend to project our burnout onto others, project our thoughts onto others, project our insecurities on others. So what are you projecting out onto the world? What insecurities do you have? What fears do you hold? So maybe they can be journaling prompts for you. I got journaling prompts for group 2 as well. Yeah, it's all about taking a look at yourself. I'm getting like take a look at yourself in the mirror and explore yourself, explore your imperfections, explore your mind through that mirror. Get comfortable with looking at yourself in the mirror, because we have one body and that's all we're gonna have for the rest of our lives. Even if you try to get surgery, try to fix that nose, try to fix that cellulite, try to fix that bum, try to fix that stomach, you're still gonna have your body. So it's all about making your mind and body a comfortable place to be in January. And stop ignoring yourself. Yeah, I see this spot, but this spot is always going to be there unless I remove it. But I'm just talking like as if you don't want to remove something. So I have this spot. I can either look in the mirror and see every day and think, oh my God, I hate this about myself. I don't like this about myself. Why is it here? Why do I have this spot? Or you can look at yourself in the mirror and think, okay, I have this spot. So I can either hate myself for this spot, or I can look at my spot and think, wow, this spot is beautiful. Learn to love this spot on your face. So it's like maybe learning to love the space that you're in, maybe learning to love and appreciate all that you have. Because in burnout mode, we can hate everything, we can dislike certain things we used to love. What is it that you used to love but grew hateful? I feel like this is a very major message, but what is it that you used to love but then grew to resent or grew to dislike? How can you fall back in love with that again? Because we have the 5 of Swords, which is about being out of alignment, and Strength, which is about being all the way in alignment with ourselves, loving all that we are and appreciating ourselves for who we are, quieting that inner critic that we have. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you're critiquing that spot that you have that's always been there, that won't leave you. Okay, this spot isn't going to go away, so I'm going to learn to love it. I'm not going to speak bad about myself anymore. I'm going to appreciate myself. I'm going to speak to myself with love and quieten down that critical side that I have. Leo is associated with strength, and then Leo is ruled by the sun, and that is to do with the self. So self-love is a big thing in January. Wow. Self-love, love for your body, love for your mind, love for your energy, love for this, love for that, love for your home, love for your work, love for your projects, you know? How can we move from a place of disdain to a place of I'm neutral, or I'm going to speak love onto this thing? You know, because it's like a starting over again with the Ace of Pentacles, starting over again, like a refresh kind of energy. Even though we have something built up with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like refreshing this bush, refreshing this tree, so then we don't fall into old habits, you know. I see this pentacle. Oh, I hate this pentacle. Oh, I hated building up this pentacle so badly. But then you're like getting a hold of yourself and thinking, oh wow, I'm being bad. I'm thinking badly about this pentacle. Where did this feeling come from? Where did this thought come from? Where did it originate from? And then work your way up from there. So that could be a journaling prompt as well. Where did this thought come from? So I'm thinking this thought. Where did this thought come from? And then it's like going back to that situation where that thought started, and then it's like working your way out of it. So you're working your way out of things and creating something new, starting from scratch. Maybe you're not starting from scratch, but just yeah, as I said before, refreshing the energy, refreshing something to build something that you actually love, build something that's worth celebrating. The Queen of Swords, and then we have, what messages do we have for group 2 in regards to, oh, Seven of Cups in reverse, beautiful. What's this? The Ace of Wands, refreshing an energy, yes. And then we have the High Priestess, and then Seven of Pentacles again beneath the High Priestess. Wow. There's some kind of a having boundaries with yourself. It's like reworking your thought process. The Queen of Swords can do that very well, because in the past maybe she had a volatile mind, a mind that was thinking negatively because of all the different things that was going on in her mind or in life or whatever. But then with the Seven of Cups, this is about being real. Get real with yourself. You know, because we can think about this, we can think about that, we can think about that, the other, and then it can blow out of proportion. But don't let things get blown out of proportion in January with this maybe self-hate or this this situation is this, and then you're forming some kind of expectation for the situation. But the Queen of Swords is asking you not to blow things out of proportion and to get your expectations, to not lower your expectations, but to manage your expectations in January. Manage yourself, manage your expectations, manage your thoughts, manage your surroundings. Just something to do with managing, you know. So that you can refresh, replenish the energies, start from scratch again. Because your energy wants to be reawakened. Because we go from the Seven of Swords, which is burnout, which is things just not going well, things are just falling apart. And it's like you're just rebuilding throughout the month of January so that you can feel renewed for February, and then you can start as you mean to go on. And then let's go over to your next card. So we have Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Exactly, slow it down a little bit. Maybe you have a fast mind. Maybe you're moving too quickly and you need to slow down. Maybe things are moving a bit too fast and you need to find a way to slow the world down. And then we have nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Exactly. Boundaries with your mind. Put boundaries on your thoughts, because we could go off on a tangent. We can create expectations for this meeting. This girl could have thought before leaving to go to this cafe, oh, this conversation is going to go this way, and we're going to talk about this, that, the other, and we're going to have so much fun. But then she gets to this cafe, and then her friend is just talking about nonsense, talking about things that are so uninteresting that we tend to just go off in our own heads. So if she didn't have any expectations about how this conversation will turn out, then maybe she would be more in the moment. So lower your expectations. Again, not lower your expectations, but try not to have or build any expectations for your January or even the upcoming months as well, because that will take you out of the moment. I expected this to happen, but it didn't go my way, so I'm just going to ignore everything that's happening around me. We don't want that to happen in January. So we must manage ourselves accordingly. Wow. Interesting. And then let's see, we have Samaritan. Refines your capacity to help those who prefer to ignore. Bully highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. Exactly. Oh my gosh. It's like you're bullying yourself with critiquing yourself, critiquing others, having expectations for how things will work out. But that's our mind playing tricks on us. That's our minds running away with us, running away from us. So it's like by managing our expectations, we're not making up different scenarios. We aren't going to be like, hold on, we weren't supposed to do this, we were supposed to do that. And then this person would say, okay, but when did we arrange that to happen? And then it's like this girl will be like, oh, she'll think, oh yeah, that was the expectations I had in my head. And then I projected it onto my friend. So now she's annoyed at me. Now she is irritated, and now she wants to go home because I put my expectations onto her. I put my needs onto her. I projected everything onto her. And now she feels offended because I see her as someone different to who she actually is. Try not to offend yourself in January, and try not to offend others in January as well because of your projections. How you see yourself isn't how others see you. How you see situations isn't how others see situations. So being the manager of your life in January will help a lot. Wow. And then let's go to your last cards, and then we'll move over to your charms. So we have Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Hand, in need of help, assistance and guidance. Broken ring, parting of ways in either romance or business. And bird perched, waiting for news, package or letter. It's like these projections, these insults maybe, can offend others and maybe can end a relationship that you have with them. Or this is all about putting to bed the cycle of I hate myself, I don't like what I see in the mirror, and talking to yourself differently, talking to yourself with kindness. Because when we talk to ourselves, when we bully ourselves or others, then it's like we are showing up in the world as a thinner version of ourselves. It's like maybe there's this I'm getting the words body dysmorphia. I apologize. I'll put a caution on this reading saying I'll talk about all things self-image and body dysmorphia, things like that, because I feel like this is a very triggering reading right now. So it's like maybe you're looking at the world in a dysmorphic kind of way. Is that the right way to say it? In like, you look at yourself in the mirror and you were quite slim, but then you see yourself as a bigger person. But then you look at the world as if it's grey and there's no sun, but really the world is warm and the sun is shining. So it's like changing your perspective just a little bit will help you in January. Perspective is a very, very big thing for you. Because I'm seeing this as someone looking in the mirror and seeing themselves as a fat person when they're slim. Therefore, you're walking out into the world with this kind of a negative aura around you, and it's like it's passed on to everyone that you come into contact with, and then you're projecting your insecurities on others. But we need to be mindful about how we show up in the world and how we interact with others. What are my projections? Maybe that is a journaling prompt as well. What am I insecure about? How do I see myself? What am I thinking right now? How do I feel? Please write those as journaling prompts because they are very strong within all of the groups today. So journaling prompts, I have homework for you. Well, actually, don't see it as homework because you might not want to do it in that case. Look at it as maintenance of the mind. So before you go to bed, maybe journal, or as soon as you wake up, journal. So it becomes a habit. What are your habits? Change your habits in January. So then you go into February and it's new year, new me. So you are creating a new you. Maybe you had New Year's resolution to create a new you, to be a better you. But we need to just end cycles anyway. Alright, so let's go over to your charms, and that will be the end of your reading. Thinking about it, this reading is quite heavy. So I'm sorry about that, but these messages needed to be heard. So we have a baseball glove, and then we have whey protein. What's this? A watch. And what's this? We have oat milk. Wow, it's all about your health in January. We need to have a healthy mindset. We need to have a healthy physical body. We need to have a healthy energy about us. We just need to be healthy overall, because we are unlimited time with this watch. You know, we need to, what are we spending our time doing? So at this time, okay, what am I thinking about at this time? Write down your thoughts. It's about managing your time. Yes, with the Queen of Swords, I keep talking about managing your time effectively, managing your thoughts, managing your perceptions, managing your interactions, just being a manager this month. Because we need to maintain our health. We need to form good, healthy habits and keep to those healthy habits. And then with the snowman as well, the snowman can be built up and then it can melt. And that goes back to body dysmorphia. Maybe you see yourself as a bigger person, but you're actually quite slim. And it's like you are slimming down the self-loathing in the mirror, you are looking at yourself differently, basically. You know, because the snowman isn't real. It's not going to last forever. It'll last for like a few hours for how long it snows. And then it just disappears. It's like things are temporary. Time is temporary. And how we spend that time is on us. You know, we can't waste our time in January. We can't waste our time looking in the mirror thinking that we hate this spot on our face. We can't waste our time with building expectations for how a meetup is going to go. And then it's just going to go the opposite way. You know, we need to slow down. Maybe our thoughts are too fast. And we need to find a way to ground ourselves. This face card reminds me of Taurian energy. What? Reminds me of Taurian energy, where it's slow. We are embracing the things around us. We are eating good. We just want goodness in our life. So we need goodness in January and not unhealthy things. We need to catch our thoughts. We need to catch ourselves, hence the reason why you need to journal. We need to catch our thoughts before they become even more negative. We need to be positive. Positivity is the way forward, group 3. Wow. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. I'm just going to put a warning before your reading. I'm going to put it in the description box and at the beginning of your reading, and just as we go into talking about body dysmorphia and stuff like that, because they are very heavy topics. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. I'll just reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group 3, you have an itch that needs to be scratched, a muscle that needs to be stretched, a feeling that needs to be felt. Give in to your desires, within reason of course. Maybe you have tendency to go from 0 to 100 quickly. Lean into your needs but moderately, smoothly, and see how things build up. For some reason, I feel that you're trying to seduce. Again, take it slow. Jumping in will ruin the build-up. Feel the different sensations, close your eyes and immerse yourself. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, groups 3. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!